Hey everyone, got another video for you today. Today we're going to be having Clint here, my star pupil, doing his workout. He's got a quad workout today?
Yep.
Quad workout, that's right. So Clint, tell him a little bit about you and what we've been doing the last 6 months.
7 months, yeah. So started off doing my own routine, wasn't making any progress, doing, kind of plateaued more or less, and came across Logan's card there and called him, and he completely changed my workout. My number one focus was, to get my macros dialed in, and then to work on my form. My form was pretty lousy, so I worked on that a lot. And then as we were going up in the weight training, then again kind of plateaued, and so now he's got me on a cut and doing lots of high activity, high energy, and totally changed my diet as well. So which has been super helpful. Starting to see a gain again in strength, watching my fat and my waistline drop again. So it's working amazing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, we're like, all right, Clint, let's start you at 2,000. And then we're like, all right, you're still losing weight. All right, let's go lower, 1,750. And now he's losing about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds a week. It's not easy, he's trying to I want to have big arms, but I want to be strong and I want to lose fat. And it's hard to have it all. But I know we've adjusted it, played with it, and well, we're still going. What did you start at, You started pretty heavy before you started really lifting heavy.
So 206 was my first day at the gym, and today on the scale is 178.
178, yeah.
Yeah.
And that half rep bench press world record, that didn't quite count.
Right.
We adjusted a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, now you're talking about my weight, not my lifting weight.
So, oh yeah, your half rep bench press?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. I know.
We're not talking about it.
My form was awful.
All right, everyone. So what we're going to be doing is kind of showing you what Clint does on his daily workout. For the quad day today, we'll be going through his mobilization, his warm-up, his cool-down, and then all the exercises he does. So let's get into it. All right, so starting us off, Clint's showing us the step touch. After he's finished with that, we're going to go into jogging in place. So goal of warm-up, just to get the heart rate up. Then we're going to do our mobility and dynamic stretching. Oh, Dad, you want to work out too? Please. All right, Clint, show me the jumping jack next. Looking good, looking good. Constant breathing, stomach tight. All right, now give me 15 bodyweight squats. All right, so that's round one. Clint's gonna do it again. We're gonna make sure the heart rate's up before we get into those stretches. All right, and we're running. Constant breathing, light landings. All right, and jumping jacks. Normally at the gym we'd be doing, we'd jog or hit the bike, but we got to improvise here. Looking good, Clint. Last one, 15 more. So you notice when we're doing the bodyweight squat, we would keep that chest up nice and high, shoulders down and back, stomach tight, and I want the knees in line with the toes. So you'll notice as well, Clint's heels come up a little bit when he squats down. We're actually going to work on his mobilization so that way he can keep him down on the floor as we squat. And you're all good. All right, so coming down. Next up, we gotta do some myofascial rolling. Now the reason we do it on his calves is to prevent the heel lift. When we do that, when we have that heel lift, tends to stress out the knees a little bit too much. So go ahead and keep going. Is that tight spot, Clint?
Yep.
Good. So he already knows what to do. So what he did, he rolled around a little bit, and then he found the tightest spot. Once you find that tightest spot, he's gonna stop on it, and he's gonna add a little bit of pressure with the other foot. We're trying to release a lot of those trigger points that are causing some of those issues of him not being able to fully flex his foot into dorsiflexion. All right, so next up we have our hamstrings, right? Gonna do the exact same thing, looking for those tight spots, and he's holding right now. If you want to try to get a better angle on your deadlifts, so that way you can come down straight without bending those knees too far, gonna need to mobilize it, get it a little more flexible. All right, so next up, we're gonna be using the lacrosse ball here. Now you can use almost any ball you want, but the lacrosse ball is gonna be the most painful. Hey, come on. So moving on here, what you're gonna be looking for is trying to go on the side of the hip or on your TFL. You can also go back to the back on the glute medius. Those are gonna be those tight areas that we need to make sure they're strong so that way we don't have any knee wobble on the way down the squats. All right, so he's in a little bit of pain here. We're onto the quads. Now, when we're doing these spots, I want you to have about 30 seconds on each spot. If a spot isn't very tight, you can kind of skip over it. But if it's really bad, you can go up to a minute here. And then we're gonna do some dynamic stretching after. So next up we have our dynamic warm-ups here. Trying to get everything nice and loose before we get into our squats. And after that, we're gonna make sure our hips are ready because Clint's knees like to wobble a little bit. All right, looking good. All right, Clint, so let's throw on the band around the ankles.
Okay.
So first one, let's do our leg lifts with the band on, right? Coming up. About 10, and then on the 10th one, I want you to hold it for about 5 seconds. So the reason for doing these ones is when we have the squat when we go down in the squat, and then you see a lot of this knee wobble, right? You gotta wonder what's happening. Normally, if you're squatting with the bar on your back, maybe the weight's too much, but usually your hips are too weak because your hips are gonna be responsible for controlling your internal and external rotation of the knee. So we need to make sure they're warm, they're strong, so that way as he comes down, he's gonna be in a nice straight line from the knees to the toes. Easy. All right, and onto the monster walks. Good. So this one is, again, for the hips, but trying to wake up those glutes, especially the glute medius. Now, a lot of people like to focus on the quads when they do the squat, but I want you to focus on the glutes, that way we don't hurt our backs. Get a little lower for me, Clint. Get that butt down. There we go. All right, so Clint's doing the back barbell squat here. He's got really good form, especially up top. His back is straight, his chest is up, his stomach's tight. But you'll notice as he comes down, we see that knee wobble. It's getting a little better, right? But we need to work on those hips a little bit more so that way that doesn't happen. The next one is gonna be his heels. Now you notice these heels come up off the floor, right? That's what we don't want to see. Now, when that happens, we start to stress out the knees a little too much. So we're gonna add a little cheat here for him. All right, so that cheat I was talking about, we're gonna have Clint step on these with his heels, right? That's gonna give him the dorsiflexion he needs to stay down on those heels a little more, so that way we don't stress out the knees. All right, much better already. Now that he can put a little bit more weight in the heels, it'll be easier for him to balance and put more weights into the glutes. Looking good. So we're just warming up here. We started with the bar, now we're on to 65. We do a lot of warm-up sets to get all the joints ready for heavy weight. All right, so on to our working weight. Clint's goal is fat loss right now, but he wants to maintain his strength. So we're gonna start off doing a little bit of heavy stuff. After he's finished with our heavy, we're gonna do some agility training, a little bit of fat loss, HIIT style workout. Yep, bring that butt forward, Clint. Butt forward, good. Give me 6. Good. Quads are parallel, back is straight. Woo. Looking good. All right, so next up, doing lunges. So everything we're gonna be doing, we're gonna do a lot of reps, short rests. We're gonna be focused on burning some fat off this workout, mainly on the quads. Lots of legs and abs. Let those almost fall forward. Keep your arms straight. There you go. Stomach tight. About 30 seconds. So when you're coming forward, try not to fly too far forward. So when you go forward, instead of kind of letting it drop and then you're just kind of swinging at your back here, right?
Yeah.
Just stay a little more upright. Just bring the chest up, come down, and you can even step right here, go more into the heel, come down, and step back, right? So that way you don't see that flying motion here, and then all the stress goes to the lower back, right? We don't want that. Yes, better. Now let's lean forward. Let's go. So first up, we got our unilateral glute extension or single leg hip thrust. He's gonna go for 30 seconds on each leg. Then we're gonna superset it with the mountain climber for another 30 seconds. Whew. Oh yeah, I know you love this one. We do this one every workout. So for the mountain climbers, he's keeping his butt down, bringing the knees to the chest, stomach stays tight. Constant breathing here. First off, we got our kettlebell swing. Remember those same cues from the squat. Chest up high, stomach tight. As he comes down there, he's gonna hinge the hips back and he's gonna squeeze his butt to throw that kettlebell up. Good breathing. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. He's gonna be supersetting with jump squats. Whenever you're ready. We got 30 more seconds. Let's go. Just 2 rounds. Good. Get down there. Try to control that knee wobble. You got it. He's going to land nice and light. Looking good. You're about halfway. Oh, you got it.
These are tough.
I know you're not afraid of the challenge.
Oh.
All right, so we're gonna finish up with the burnout. We're gonna be doing our split squats to start, right? Now, most people, right, they do it like so, squeeze their butt, but we're focusing on quads today, so I'm gonna have you lean forward, right? And we're gonna come down, and then I want you to push your knee back, big squeeze on the quad right there, right?
Okay.
Okay, so that's the start. Then we're gonna come down, and we're gonna hold. Now come a little bit closer, right? More quad, more glute, so stay right here.
Okay.
As long as you can. All right.
Okay.
Just one set of both, as many as you can.
As many as I can. Okay.
There we go. Step a little bit farther forward for me. Good. Remember to put all that weight in the front foot, not the back foot. Good. Lean forward a little more for me. Yes. Perfect. Out of the way. Push it up, step a little bit forward, or put your foot on the back.
How far down?
Alright, that's good. Squeeze the quads, stomach tight, chest up. As long as you can, it's your last exercise. Woo.
Oh.
Alright, so Clint's burning a little bit, so we gotta cool him down. First, Clint, bring the foot up. As we come up here, bring this right glute, keep it straight, push it forward, chest up, right? All right, feeling good, stretching out that hip. Then we're gonna come down, leaning forward. Right hand to the floor, good. And then I want you to grab that back foot with your left hand. So grab that foot nice and tight. Try to bring the butt forward, come down. Deep breaths here, we're gonna hold for about 30 seconds. Maybe a bit longer since this guy's cramping up.
These guys are cramping. I am depleted of electrolytes. Yeah.
So let's do the modified version then. So go and lay on your side, facing us.
Okay.
Yep, and just grab your foot, both feet straight. Grab the foot, pull it to your butt, good. You can lay down. Yep, and then push back, hip forward. Perfect. Yep, you can relax everything right now. Relax your neck. Take deep breaths. 30 seconds. All right, looking good. Come on out. Next up, we got our frog stretch. So, going down. You know what to do actually, so go ahead and face us.
Okay.
Yep, bring the knees out. Yep. Give you a little assistance here. Pull them out. Good. And all the weight coming down to that groin. Deep breaths. So you've probably all seen this stretch before, runner stretch for the calves, right? This right here is what Clint needs to work on, because if he can get this foot up a little bit higher, he can come down in the squat and not have to worry about his heels coming up. And that way we don't put so much weight into the knees, sit back more on the glutes. But he's been slacking a little bit. So we're gonna hold for a minute, because he really needs to loosen those up.
Takes a while to undo all those years of incorrect motion.
So after we do a lot of heavy back squats, we want to decompress the spine a little bit, right? We have a lot of weight on the backs, making the spine compress. So he's going to release it a little bit, try to relax his lower back here. Deep breaths. All right, everyone, that's going to be Clint's workout today. Clint, how was the workout?
It was excellent.
Excellent?
Yep.
You sure? You
I'm
look like
tired.
you're getting a little tired.
I'm definitely tired. I'm definitely worn out.
That's good.
That would make it good.
You're working hard. I love it. So everyone, if you're interested in working out like Clint, trying to get fit, get in shape, come on, give me a little flex. If you want guns like that, give me a call. My Instagram is steelman.fitness. If you want to try a free session with me, let me know. We'll get it done. Until next time though, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, okay? See ya.
Hey, where can I buy those cool shirts?
Where can you buy a cool shirt?
Yeah.
You can buy a cool shirt by messaging me on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, hey, what's your Instagram and Facebook?
My Instagram is steelman.fitness. Come check it out. We got tanks. We got blue, pink, purple, yellow, red. Custom orders.
They're pretty topical, huh?
Made by Nancy Uwu Senpai. Is that her Instagram tag? That's probably her Instagram tag.
Wow. And how much does the shirt cost, man?
$25 for a tank, $20 for a tee.
Wow. What a steal.
Yeah, what a steal. Look
Okay,
good.
Steelman.
Get out of my house. Get out of my house. What a steal, man.
What a steal,
What a steal, man. Fuck.